dictionaries. Okay, so today we're going to be practicing our spelling words and learning more about the words in our list. And okay, I want you to think about, what do you think the rule would be, the thing that we're trying to learn about today? We have, oh, you can't really see it too well on here, I wrote it down, but it says, learn about the endings I-B-L-E versus A-B-L-E and use synonyms and antonyms. So why would I choose the I-B-L-E ending as a lesson focus for today, Lavinia?
Because a lot of people mistake I-B-L-E for A-B-L-E.
That's correct. Yes, and we know on this list that we have all these I-B-L-E words, and so that's easy for us this week. We know there's no A-B-L-E ones, but we want to know why. Why this kind or why that kind? All right. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We are going to go word by word, and I'm going to call popsicle sticks, and then you are going to get to define the word and read it for the class. And then we'll ask different people to share, think about antonyms and think about synonyms for the word and how would you use the word in a sentence. So we'll just go around and share in a discussion, okay? So, let's start with our first word, horrible. And our first person, number 5, horrible.
Causing horror, very shocking and upsetting.
Causing horror, very shocking and upsetting. So, who can use that word in a sentence? Lavinia.
The car accident in the street was horrible.
The car accident was horrible. What's another word that means the same thing as horrible? Eve. Horror. Okay. How about a word that doesn't have the same root in it? Emma.
Terrible.
Terrible. Very good. And what would be the opposite of that word? Kian.
Like great.
Great. Something great. Very good. Okay. Number 11. Flexible. Kian, that's you. You get to look it up in your dictionary. I put a picture of these little guys up there, but there's different meanings for flexible. So think to yourself, how could you use that word in different ways?
It says capable of bending or getting bent, easily change, be able to change or do different things, willing to change or try different things.
Okay, so we could use it like I am flexible, or we could use it like, what's a different way that he explained, Brian?
Like on airlines, like flexible date.
Oh, that's a great example, having a flexible date. Lavinia.
Like being able to, flexible to adapt to new situations.
Adapting to new situations. I love it. So how could we use that in a sentence? Vaughn.
That giraffe is very flexible.
Oh, that's a good one. Because giraffes have to do like the crazy splits to drink water, right? Great. Okay, so number 7. Help us with collectible. I picked a picture of the little guys. Who has collectible toys like that?
I do.
Yeah.
Roblox figures.
A bunch of us have collectibles.
Wait, why does it keep doing food? I'm sorry. Wait, no. Alright. Good for a collection, considered valuable by collectors.
Okay, so something that is considered valuable. Does anybody have a valuable collectible at home?
Yes. Yeah.
What's yours, Maddox?
People who collect them, I have a necklace.
Yeah? You have a special necklace?
Well, a cross on it.
Okay. It's collectible, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, Noah.
That's red, like a Lego figure.
Okay. Does it have a special name? Do you know what it's called?
Lego figure? No.
Oh, okay. I don't know all the Lego figures' names. I figure you guys are the experts on that. Okay, Vaughn.
Very, 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 very rare Pokemon cards.
Oh, love that Pokemon cards are, you could have a collectible card.
Yeah, I have all the mega.
Okay. And Lavinia.
Could it be my uncle?
Sure.
My uncle, he collects really different types of nutcrackers. And there's like one painted like gold nutcracker.
A golden nutcracker? Wow, that sounds very
So
collectible.
it's like baseball powder.
Oh, I had a friend who collected snow globes. She had hundreds of snow globes that she used at Christmas time for decorations.
There's at least 3 in every room actually.
Very cool. Okay, let's do our next word. All right, Eve, audible. If you are, you're able to look up in the dictionary too. If you're waiting, someone else will just share theirs.
Heard or be able to be heard. For example, her voice was barely audible over all the noise.
Her voice was barely audible over all the noise. What's the opposite of audible? Let's try somebody who hasn't helped yet. The opposite of audible. Can you think of a word? Can you see what in your dictionary? Maddox? The antonym of audible.
Doesn't look like it.
You can't find one? What do you think, Kian? You had a guess?
Inaudible.
Inaudible. Oh, that's really good. Yeah, inaudible means you can't hear something, right? I put the picture of the guy with the giant megaphone, so we know that's very audible. Also, I thought it was interesting that like you can buy an Audible book. The company decided to name themselves Audible because it's a book on tape that you could listen to. Isn't that clever? I thought that was neat. Okay. Incredible, number 2. Incredible. I put a picture of the Incredibles for you.
It's funny because Incredibles 2 just came out.
Did you see it?
Yes.
On
I
Disney.
skipped it.
Very
Not on
nice.
this.
Okay, go ahead, Noah.
Difficult or impossible to believe, extremely good, great, or large.
Extremely good, great, or large. What's the opposite of incredible? What's a word that could be an antonym? How about Emma?
Incredible?
The opposite. That's a tricky one, huh?
Normal?
Normal. Oh, I like it. Yep, it's the opposite. Okay.
Antonyms?
An antonym. No? Okay, Eve.
Conceivable.
Is that on your dictionary? Conceivable. Okay, so something you could believe is the opposite of something that's so incredible you might not be able to believe it because it's like a big story. Okay, Maya, what did you have?
Likely or possible?
Okay, yeah. So something normal, something we would expect. Okay, Kian.
Credible.
Credible. Oh, Kian, credible. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
If it's credible, the opposite of being incredible, like I can't believe it, it was so incredible. Okay, cool. Lavinia?
Plausible.
Okay. Does anybody want to use it in a sentence? Need a volunteer. Brian.
I watched the movie is incredible.
Okay, well let's use it so we understand the meaning. That's a great sentence, but let's try it so we express the meaning of the word.
The movie Incredible was so incredible.
Oh, okay, that was good. All right, how about number 10, edible?
Oh.
Brian, that's you. Edible. I picked a picture
Edible.
of an edible flower arrangement.
What?
Oh, those are good.
Wait. Edible. I look like
Just fruit.
Brian, is yours rebooting?
Yes, I need it.
Okay. You guys are doing such a good job. I'm going to put some marbles in your jar. I appreciate your teamwork, people staying on task. Nice work. Okay, Brian, ready?
Fit to be eaten.
Fit to be eaten. What's the opposite of edible? Malia.
Inedible.
Inedible. Are we noticing a pattern? Some of these things we could find the opposite by putting what in front of it? In. Very good.
Or incredible.
Okay, Brian, did you have something else to add?
Non-edible and uneatable.
uneatable. Very good. Okay, who wants to use it in a sentence? Noah.
That pineapple is very edible.
Is very edible. Okay, like the ones in the picture. Emma.
Everything on my cupcakes are edible.
Oh, I like that. Yeah, you know, I make cakes a lot, and that's one of the things that we like to do. If you're a cake baker, you want to make all your fancy decorations edible. That's fun. Okay, next. Number 9, possible. I picked a nice quote for us to inspire us because today is full of possible. Okay, go ahead.
Able to be done. Able to happen or exist. Able or suited to. Well, able or suited to be or to become something specified.
Okay. Able to become something specified. I like that. All right, what's an opposite of possible? What do we put? We all know the opposite. What is it? Impossible. Not impossible, but with an M. Impossible. So we don't say today is full of impossible. That would be very negative. But we could, if we say today is full of possible, we could. Yeah. Now that's probably not the best grammar to use, but I thought it was inspiring. So who can use possible in a sentence for us? Eve.
Is it possible to walk on clouds?
That's a great question. Is it possible to walk on clouds? We know that Jesus can. Lavinia.
Is it possible to avoid possible impact?
Excellent. Okay, let's try a next one. Ooh, sensible. Now, I picked this picture because I couldn't think of a picture that explained what sensible meant. Instead, I picked the opposite. Sensible shoes. Would you want to walk around in a shoe like that?
Nope.
What would happen to you if you tried?
You would fall.
At least I would. So, okay, number 1. Look up sensible for us. Maddox. While he's looking, what's a picture that we could have used to help us explain what sensible means? What would you have put?
A bed with stuff.
A bed with a stuffed animal. That's a sensible bed to sleep in. Okay.
Charlie Brown.
Oh, why is he sensible?
I'm just thinking about it. Had it in my mind, and then I forgot what the part was in the movie Peanuts.
Okay, Emma, what do you think?
A sneaker, because it's a sensible shoe.
Ah, there we go. I was going there, and then I thought, oh, this is so funny. Yes.
With a beach background and like wearing a bathing suit.
Okay, a sensible day. A day at the beach. I like it. Okay, Maddox, are you ready for us?
Having or shown good sense or judgment, or designed to be comfortable, useful, etc., rather than stylish.
Rather
Like
than
that.
stylish. Yes, so I picked a non-sensible shoe. So how could you use it in a sentence? Who could give us a good example? We had the sensible bed. Eve, you got another one?
Yes. My mom wears insensible shoes called stilettos.
Oh, well, think of how can we use the actual word sensible, not the opposite, not the antonym. How about Maya?
The flats were sensible.
The flats were sensible. Or, you know, if it's a rainy day, you could say the boy wore sensible rain boots to walk through the rain. Something like that. Okay, Maya, you're our next one for legible. Legible. Who thinks that their writing is legible? You can raise your hand. Your writing is legible. You guys have the nicest cursive handwriting. Okay, tell us when you're ready.
Capable of being read, clear enough to be read.
Clear enough to be read. That's what we all strive for, right? Legible writing. What's the opposite of legible? Maddox.
Unlegible.
Unlegible? I think it might be a little bit different. Lavinia, what do you think?
Messy.
Oh, well, that's a good one. Yes. The word Maddox would be illegible, but you are on the right track. Putting a new set of letters in front of it. Okay, how about Emma? Did you have a different one?
No.
Messy was a great example. Okay, next we have visible. And Emma, you're our last one.
Able to be seen.
Able to be seen. Okay, clearly I was going for that with my giant eyeballs. Who can use that in a sentence for us? Maya.
The big skyscraper was very visible.
Yes. If something's huge, we can easily see it. I love it. Okay, and what would the opposite of visible be?
Invisible.
Invisible. Another in. I like it. Okay. And we're going to start over again with our people because we have 20 words and 10 of you. So number 10. Sacrifice. Who can tell me why I picked this picture? Noah, why do you think I picked this picture?
Jesus sacrificed on the cross for our sins.
Good. Could we use that word apart from our understanding what Jesus did on the cross? Can we use it outside of spiritual things? Yes?
The guy, Bob sacrificed his candy to get stuff with.
He sacrificed his candy, give up something you want, right? To get something else or do something else. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Go for it. That's fine.
Okay. An act of offering to deity something precious, especially the killing of a victim on an altar.
Wow. Okay, we're going to go on to the next one now. Lavinia, you have cycling. Thanks, Brian. Cycling. And I can think of several meanings for that word. Can you? You ready? Go ahead.
A set of events or actions that happen again and again in the same order. A repeating series of events or actions. A set of regular and repeated actions that are done by a machine as part of a longer process. A bicycle or a motorcycle.
Thank you. Okay. Cycling. I'd like to think of circles, right? So we have on a bicycle, we have wheels that are circles, right? They go cycling. Also, like if you do a cycle on your dishwasher or your washing machine, you could think, oh, I'd like to think of it as something that goes in a circle. Yeah.
The washing machine in the inside is cylinder, which is sort of a circle.
Fabulous. Yes, it is a cylinder. Very good. Okay, so how can we use it in a sentence? Vaughn, do you have a sentence for us for cycling? Any form of it. Any meaning.
I went cycling at the park today, and I found a lizard on the floor.
Very cool. Okay, how about Emma?
My dad likes to watch me go cycling.
Okay. How many of you like to go cycling? How many of you have ever used the word cycling apart from using it like a bicycle? Lavinia? Yeah. How about when we talk about like the life of a butterfly? We have like a life cycle, right? They start like a little egg and then they go through a cycle and then they are grown up and then we go through the cycle again, right? So that's also connected. Okay, number 6. Achieve.
Brought to or marked by a high degree of development or refinement.
Marked by a high degree of refinement. Okay, well, how would we use that in a sentence? If you have achieved something, what do we like to think about that? Yes.
Like you have done something that is important.
I love that. That's great. Okay, so what are some things that people have achieved before we think of how to use it in a sentence? What can we think of? What are achievements for people? Could be kids, grown-ups, anybody.
Michael Phelps has like 23 gold medals.
That is an amazing achievement. It's incredible what he has achieved. Okay, what else could we say is a great achievement? Eve.
Getting 100% on SATs.
Awesome. Getting a good score on a test is a wonderful achievement. And anybody else think about it a different way? Sports, grades. How about just other stuff, Brian?
Achieving football season.
Yeah. You won a football game. That's an amazing achievement. Maddox.
I played whole song on the guitar.
Oh, you played a whole song on the guitar. That's an achievement. That's impressive.
I did it on Monday.
Wow. What song did you play?
Your Love Never Fails.
Your Love Never Fails. That's exciting. Congratulations. Maybe how many of you have taken some kind of like a sport, like a dance class or singing or gymnastics or archery, and you were able to accomplish something? That's a great achievement. Now this isn't the word achievement, this is the word achieved. So who can use that in a sentence? The actual spelling word. Maddox.
I achieved good grades at school.
I achieved good grades at school. Beautiful. Lavinia.
I have achieved my goal.
I have achieved my goal. Okay, Kian, our last one.
I've achieved going on a unicycle while juggling.
Perfect. Okay, Maddox, you have our next one. Deserved. Now, I picked this little phrase, you deserve it, because we like to say that in our world. You deserve that. I deserve something. What would you have picked for a picture for deserved? Mm-hmm.
I would think of like a birthday cake or something.
Okay.
And someone having the thumbs up next to it.
Okay, I love that. Yep. Go ahead.
A kid with the gold medal on eating ice cream.
Okay, so he earned it somehow. He deserved it. Great. Any other thoughts? It's a tricky one. I thought deserved. Okay.
Somebody sweating, getting like a pat on the back or something.
Okay, someone getting a pat on the back for accomplishing something. Okay, so
I'll say it.
go ahead.
Okay. Deserved. Of relating to or being that which one deserves a deserved reputation.
Okay.
And an antonym is undeserved.
Undeserved. Okay, I like that. All right, number 4, you get to do resources. Resources. And why do you think I picked this picture?
There are
Ian.
resources.
Because the earth has lots of resources that we use.
Yes, the earth has lots of resources, and then they have tons and tons of examples there for us. Okay, you ready? Go for it.
Something that a country has and can use to increase its wealth is supply of something, such as money that someone has and can use when it is needed. A place or thing that provides something useful.
Okay, providing something useful. So, who can use that one in a sentence? Resources. Noah.
When you go outside, there's resources all around you.
There's resources all in nature, right? That's great. Anybody else? Can you think of a spiritual example of how to use that in a sentence? Steve?
God is the only resource we will ever need.
He is the only resource we'll ever need. Okay. Yeah, I like where you're going with that. Lavinia?
Paul Royce is talking about resources and how you don't need them.
Okay, if we trust God, then He will provide us with all the resources that we need. Great. Okay, thank you. All right, how about pollution number 2? And then after that, here, I'm going to get you guys set up. I'm going to have number 11. You're going to look up conservation. So I'm going to give you one ahead. So pollution. We all know what pollution is. What do you think is the biggest example of pollution in our community, Brian?
Probably cars.
Car exhaust in the air. Kian?
Smog.
Smog.
Factories.
Factories, okay. Any other? How about trash? Do you ever see trash like on the side of the road or on the freeway?
All the time.
Pollution. That's what I think of the most. But yeah, you're right, the air is a big deal. Especially when we have all those fires, then our air gets very polluted. Kian?
Or like a fish with the wrap around it.
Like the plastic?
Yeah, the plastic wrap thing.
Okay, throwing away all our extra plastic stuff. Okay, great. Okay, so go ahead, whoever had that one.
The action or process of making land, water, air, etc. dirty and not safe or suitable to use. Substance that make land, water, and air, etc. dirt and not safe or suitable to use.
Making it not safe or suitable to use. Okay, we're gonna do one sentence for pollution. Who's my person? Brian.
Pollution is a bad thing for city.
Pollution is a bad thing for our city. That's true. Okay, one last thought about pollution. What is the opposite of pollution? Kian?
Conservation.
Conservation. Okay, speaking of conservation, go ahead and read the definition that you have.
The protection of animals, plants, and natural resources. The careful use of natural resources, such as trees, oil, etc., to prevent them from being lost or wasted. The things that are done to keep works of art or things of historical importance in good condition.
Okay, keeping things in good condition. Okay, so conservation being the opposite of pollution, who can use that in a sentence? I have to say that we are active in conservation in our classroom because we are recycling all of our plastic. Yes?
Conservation and pollution are
Conservation and pollution are antonyms. Great. Anybody else want to use it to show us what it means? Conservation, it's a big word. Kian, does it give an example of that word in a sentence?
They were trying to raise money for conservation.
We were trying to raise money for conservation. Great, to save the environment. All right, guess what our next one is? Diorama, which we have an example of because Vaughn, our superstar, did one.
Yay!
Okay, do you have the definition for us?
Yeah. A scientific, wait, I'm gonna go with definition.
Okay.
Scientific representation in which a partly translucent painting is seen from a distance through an opening.
Okay, where something is seen through an opening. Okay, so you made a diorama for your book report, and there it is. Yeah, it's got a whole scene. Have any of you been to the Natural History Museum and seen the giant dioramas that the scientists people make of?
Yeah.
There's like all the taxidermied animals, and then they paint the background to look like their environment. That's like what I want to do when I grow up.
Sometimes it's
It's so much fun. So you can have a little diorama, you can have a big diorama. So it's just showing a depiction of something else. Okay, how many of you have made a diorama in your life? Cool. Okay, number 5, siege. And then Eve, you get famous. I picked a picture. Oh, it's kind of hard to see with the lights on, but this is like a fortress, and then there's like army people all around. You can see cannon smoke in the background.
A situation in which soldiers or police officers surround the city, building, etc. in order to try and take control of it. A serious and lasting attack of something.
Surrounding and attacking. Okay, I don't think we've read about a siege yet. I think it's coming in our studies. Who can use that in a sentence? A siege.
Did you hear about the siege of 2001?
What's a great example? Lavinia.
The police officers trying to stage themselves by going behind a car.
Okay. I don't know if you can siege yourself, but you could say they participated in a siege by surrounding a car. Okay, great. I get your idea. That's really good.
Siege broke out in the city next door.
Okay, not a place I'd want to live. Okay, and our last one, famous. And I picked a picture of somebody I thought you would all know, who's very famous. Eve, it's your word.
Okay, famous. Known or recognized by very many people.
Having fame. Okay, think of the most famous person that you can right now. Noah.
Ninja.
I don't even know who that is.
John Cena.
Okay. Other famous people. I thought of the president. He's very famous.
He's
Everybody in the world knows him. Yes?
Beyonce.
Okay. Other famous people. Who's famous to you?
This is cool.
Here at the school, I'm famous to, especially those kindergartners.
I know.
Kian.
God.
God is famous. Yes, and we're supposed to make him even more famous in the earth, right? Yes.
Miss McGowan.
Miss McGowan, she is famous here at Monte Grosso. Yes.
Walt Disney.
Walt Disney. Yeah, there's Disney Worlds, Disneylands all over the world. Very cool. Yeah.
Misty Copeland.
Misty Copeland. We have all kinds. We've got inventors. We could think of scientists, sports people. One more.
Tesla.
Nikola Tesla. He's pretty famous. There's even a car named after him now. All right, so now we're going to play our Kahoot game. So go ahead and open up Kahoot.
Yes.
And there is the code for you to go with our spelling.
Cahoots is where I got my pet chicken.
5489146.
It won't let me enter it. You gotta read it.
5489146. Let me know if you need help. I learned how to do this from Mrs. Walling. She showed me how to play this game.
That's why
So
she's
much
so
fun.
famous.
She's awesome. I was asking around, what should I do for my spelling lesson? And she suggested Kahoot.
Cahoot is where I get my chickens from.
You're it. Okay, I see 4 people in the game.
I'm gonna go under.
5 people. So the way this Kahoot works is I gave a little phrase and you got to choose the best word that goes with that phrase. Okay, so it's not necessarily the definition. It's more like which word is closest to the one that needs the phrase I stuck up there. Okay, we're waiting for 2 more people. Miss McGowan, would you mind turning the light up here? I hope that they can see it well enough. Thank you.
Really.
10 people. Okay, here we go. Have like little music to go with it.
Oh, this is from. Wait,
Are you
lifting
ready?
Simulator. Oh. Go simulator. Wait, you do play.
You can eat it.
Oh my goodness. Oh my.
Which is the best word?
Oh.
Mine.
You gotta be quick. It's going
Like, so I
fast.
got it wrong.
10 people. Okay.
I'm in first.
This is the worst.
Oh, I know this.
What is that?
Like the cat.
Oh no, it's too easy for you guys. Okay. I can touch my
Oh,
toes. They have like free pictures you can pick. Okay. Simply amazing.
Yes, I got
No, I did it wrong.
Mario.
Oh, so nice. That was a little tricky. Okay. Everyone knows who they are.
Is that Donald Trump?
Yeah,
What is
okay.
that?
gonna be about who's the
Already
fastest.
printed?
You can get them
Oh,
all.
Oh, yes.
Those are fast.
Ooh, yay.
I love that it's still based on like who, you know, how quick. Okay, you can do it.
It's so hard you have to look at
Oh, somebody didn't get to put their answer in.
I didn't.
Okay, that's okay.
Oh.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh.
Oh, I
Got
got
it.
one by one.
Ooh, okay.
Yes.
Did you do it well?
Got it.
He just like,
I'm in third.
You earned it.
wait, who is that up there?
That's Tony
That
Stark.
was the Iron Man?
Tony Stark. Robert Downey.
They're coming for you.
Grim Reapers.
They had all, these are the only 3 pictures they had?
Pretty funny.
Okay, alright. Ah, okay. We must try to stop it.
Oh.
Oh.
Police.
Oh.
What?
Oh, I'm
With
so
a gong.
Oh, I'm in third.
I can see it well.
What? It's so hard. I'm in
Fast.
10.
Oh.
Come on.
It's like Vaughn got that wrong.
What?
Oh. Oh, yes.
Hmm. Oh, everybody got that good. I'm glad you didn't pick pollution. Okay, so
I won.
Georgie,
I was at first from the
Malihaha, and Walls. Okay, if you are a person on the podium, raise your hand. I'll give you points for your team. So we've got some for the brownies and ice cream, and for the Fantastic Furies. Nice work. Quick fingers. We will play again later. We'll
Well, who
mix
got
it
in
up a
the
little bit.
leaderboard? Let's use in the leaderboard.
Who's on the leaderboard?
Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yay!
Yes.
Oh, Jingle.
I'm there again.
That was quick.
I'm in 5.
Okay, and now go ahead and close down your iPads and stand behind your table. We're gonna do 1 round of Sparkle. See if we can get a winner for that.
By the way, wait, it's my turn.
I think we're caught up.
She has my
Don't focus on that. Focus on.
Sparkle.
Thank you. Would you mind turning the light back on for us? Thank you.
First question and then
Okay,
I'll wait till
we're
the
gonna
camera
start with the winner, which was
Georgie.
Georgie. Okay, horrible.
H-O.
R.
I.
B. E. Sparkle.
Flexible.
F-L-E-X-I-B. L.
E. Sparkle.
Collectible.
C. O.
L-E-C-T-I-B.
L. E. Sparkle.
Ooh, nice. Audible.
A.
I-B-L.
E. Sparkle.
Incredible.
N-C-R.
I-B-L.
E. Sparkle.
Edible.
D. I. B. L. E. Sparkle.
Possible.
P-O.
S.
I.
B. O. E. Sparkle.
Sensible.
S-E-N-S. I-B-L.
E. Sparkle.
Legible.
L. E.
I-B-L.
E. Sparkle.
Visible.
B-R.
S. B.
Oh,
Oh.
so close, so close. Okay, sacrifice.
Yes.
C-R-I.
F.
I. E.
Nope. So close. Forgot a letter. Okay,
Sacrifice.
cycling.
C. Y.
L-I-N.
G. Sparkle.
Achieved.
A. C. H.
Resources.
R-E-C.
No, so close.
Aw.
Okay.
The other
What
ones.
is it, Eve? Do you know?
S.
Yes.
O.
U. R. C.
E. Sparkle.
Oh, it's resources.
Oh.
Oh. Okay, Lavinia. Pollution.
P. O. L.
L. U.
G. I. And Sparkle.
Conservation.
C. O. N.
S. E. R.
D. A.
G. I. O. And Sparkle.
Diorama.
D. I. O.
R. And
A. Sparkle.
Siege.
S. I.
E. Sparkle.
Famous.
F. A. M. O. U.
S. Sparkle.
Sacrifice.
S. A. C.
R. I. F.
I. E.
Nope. What is it, Noah?
C.
Yeah.
E. D. Sparkle.
Achieve.
A.
C.
H.
I.
E. V.
E.
D. Sparkle.
Oh, we're getting close to the end. Okay, we'll do 5 more words and then we'll have to have a tie. Okay, collectible.
Z. C. O.
L. L.
C. T. I.
E.
L.
E. Sparkle.
Incredible.
I. N. C.
R.
E.
D.
I.
E.
L. E. Sparkle.
Sensible.
S.
E.
N.
Vaughn, let's not play with that right now. Go put it by your backpack, please.
S.
I. E.
L. E. Sparkle.
Legible.
L.
E.
G. I. B.
L.
E. Sparkle.
Flexible.
F. L.
E. X.
I. B.
L.
E. Sparkle.
Okay, we have a tie. We've actually played this game earlier this week, which means everybody's improved so well. We have so many in at the end. Here, you want to take a Tootsie Roll? Okay, so if you're a winner, come and grab a candy.
No, wait, I'm gonna give them one. That's
No, you get to keep your own, and let's go put yours in your backpack, please.
I'll keep them on my desk.
All right.
Safe.
So I need one person from each team to come and get their spelling shield. Your green thing. Yes, if you're a winner, you can eat it. It's fine.
I'll sit you already stay in the toilet.
And we have to go to the
Yep.
candy.
Yes, you can eat. If you want it, you can eat your Tootsie Roll.
Then can I wait? Can I eat my? Can I eat the?
No. No, but thanks for asking.
May I have of them?
I love seeing teamwork.
Are we taking a practice test?
Yes, this is our practice test. But if you get 100% today, then you don't have to take it on Friday.
I'm nervous because I practiced so.
We practiced a lot, and so I believe you're going to do great. All right, did everybody get a piece of paper? Please number your paper 1 to 20.
What's the step?
It's step 22. Step 22, and don't forget to put the date on your paper.
The thing's still rolling.
I know, we're not done yet. So let's just talk really quick. So I talked about root words, and we talked about Latin words and Greek words before. So we've mentioned the able words and the able words. The able words are the words that have, you can add on to a root word that stands alone. So, like understandable, then we put A-B-L-E. These words are able words because they don't stand alone. They are based on Greek and Latin roots, and that's why they're I-B-L-E. Put your name on your paper. Don't forget, that's very important. Yep. Okay, are we ready? Show me you're ready by holding your pencil up if you are ready to go. Noah, you good? Okay, number 1. Horrible. When I got sick, I just felt horrible. Horrible. Number 2. Don't capitalize it unless it requires a capital to be correct. Flexible. Sometimes if you stretch a lot, you can become more flexible. Flexible.
Would we mix wildebeests and giraffes in terms of population? No, they have their own population because it's only one species.
Number 3. Collectible. I have a few collectible items. Collectible.
Does that tell us something about population? Yeah, isn't the main idea? No, so probably smaller details may be large.
Number 4. Audible. I can't hear you if you're not audible. Audible.
Ours has a bigger population than
Number 5 is incredible. The football team had an incredible game. Incredible. Number 6, edible. I'm so glad that candy is edible. Edible. Number 7, possible. All things are possible in Jesus Christ. Possible. Number 8, sensible. Let's be sensible about the shoes that we wear for PE days. Sensible. I love how Noah looks up when he's finished. I know he's done. Good job. Okay, number 9, legible. Be sure that your spelling words are legible, or you might get it wrong. Legible. Be sure to be skipping lines. If you haven't skipped lines yet, please start skipping them now. Number 10, visible. I wonder if the fish will be visible in the ocean water. Visible. Number 11. Sacrificed. Jesus sacrificed the greatest sacrifice for us. Sacrificed. Sacrificed. Number 12, cycling. I love to watch the cycling races every year. Cycling. Okay. Number 13, achieved. He achieved great things this year. Achieved. Number 14, deserved. Her good grades were deserved after all her hard work. Deserved. Number 15, resources. The earth has many resources for us. Resources.